Hey guys, my name is Miss Stephanie, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a giant 3D paper snowflake, like this one. You ready? If you do want to color your snowflake, I'd suggest doing it before you put it together. And also, I would suggest only coloring this portion, because this part at the bottom, under this long line across the paper, all that's going to be cut off and thrown away. So you're going to start by taking one of your sheets of paper, and you're going to cut on this long line right here. And we're just going to toss this part away. You don't need the bottom portion. So let's cut that off. And then we'll just get rid of it. All right, so now you should have a nice square. All right, now you should have a square with 3 lines on it. So the next step is to fold it in half, but make sure when you fold it in half that you can still see those 3 lines. So you want to fold it so they're visible. And you're going to fold it in half so it makes a giant triangle. Your fold doesn't have to be exact. Just try to do as best as you can. And then we're going to fold it one more time. Now that we have a giant triangle, we're going to try to fold it one more time so that you can still see these 3 lines. So we'll fold it one more time like so. All right. So now you have a small triangle. All right, so our next step is to cut these lines right here. You want to make sure that you start on the side with the fold where the line actually starts, and you only want to cut it up to the point where it ends. If you cut it past there, you're going to end up with 3 separate strips, and what you really want is one piece of paper that has slits in it. So we're going to cut and then stop here, cut, stop here, cut, stop here, so that they have a little space before the end of the paper. Right? So now you should have 4 segments with 3 slits in all. And now we're going to open up our piece of paper. And you're going to face it towards you like so. So it's a diamond, and one of the points is facing towards you. And so that the arrows that where your cuts are facing out for your left, to the left and the right. All right, so you're going to take this little middle piece and you're going to fold him on top of the other arrow. There's 2 little arrows. You'll put them right on top of each other, and it'll fit your finger right in the middle perfectly. Right, and then you can tape, glue, or staple this. Tape is quick. Glue takes a lot longer, but it all will put it together in the end. So whichever your preference or whatever you have at home, you can use. All right, so now that we have this little loop that we've made right here, we're going to flip the paper over completely so that it's on top of where we just taped. And we're going to take the second smallest arrows. So these guys right here, you're going to take them and do the exact same thing. You're going to fold them over, the arrows over each other, to make a nice little loop, and then we're going to tape. All right, so now we have 2 loops, one on each side. All right, so now you're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna flip it over again. Now you can see the little one, and you're going to take the next largest arrows and you're going to fold them over like you did the other ones. And you're going to tape. All right, so now we have 3 loops. And then we're gonna do it one more time. We're gonna flip it and take the last 2 arrows, put them over one another, and tape. All right, so now you have this nice little whimsical loopy piece of paper. And that is going to be 1/6 of your snowflake craft. So you're going to set him aside and we're going to do it all over again. You're going to do it 5 more times and then I will show you how to put them together. All right, so now I'm going to repeat all the steps that we did with the other 5 sheets of paper. I'm going to cut it, fold it, and tape them all together. All right, so now that we have all 6 pieces of our snowflake put together, we're going to assemble it into one piece. So we're gonna move these guys over here because we only need 2 pieces to start with. So you're gonna grab 2 pieces and then you're gonna line them up at the bottom. And it's gonna kind of look like bunny ears when you put them together like so. And then I'm going to use a stapler because it's easy to use a stapler, but you could also use glue or tape down here. All we're trying to do is get them to stay together in the centerpiece. So they're now attached. Step 1 complete. So now you're going to just slowly add the other pieces. So I'll grab one more. Add it to this piece right here. And staple it together. Oops. All right, and then we have the other 3 to put together. All right, so now that we've stapled the middle pieces together and connected all 6 of them, we're going to need to staple these pieces together in order to make it more stable so it doesn't flop around. So you're gonna find the 2 places that you taped or glued or stapled, and you're gonna put them together. So it's where you made the little loop on each of these. You'll put them together and then we will staple it. All right, so now these two are together. You're gonna move on to the next set. You see how they're separated right here? You're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna find where you had connected the loops for each individual one and where your tape is. And you're going to put them together, and then we're gonna staple those again. All right, so now we have two that are stapled together. And you're gonna go to the next one. One more set and it is complete. So bring these two guys together. After you get it all put together, this is what your final product should look like.